Well, hey guys, good morning. It is Brent Abel, webtennis.com. Hope you're having a spectacular morning so far, wherever you are. I'm out here in Southern California desert. Weatherman's calling for 82 today. Gosh darn it. Have to get out there in the grass courts and just kind of work the ball around this afternoon with my good friend Tony Dawson. Looking forward to that. But guys, hope you're having a great day so far, wherever you are. And what I've got for you today, if you're into doubles, if you're into what's the right shot, what you're going to see today is what's the wrong shot by yours truly. But before we get into that, a couple things. Number one, I've got a free complimentary on me, no charge. I got you on this one. My topspin second serve course. It's about a 20-minute course. It's going to take you through really three things that you got to be able to do to get more racket speed, to develop the power that you got to have on a second serve, so that you do two things. Number one, create a nice high quality spin that gets a safety margin over the top of the net, so you start to eliminate those double faults. But number two, it's got a real serious bounce out of that box over there, so it's just not sitting up there for your opponent, whether that's singles or doubles, and letting them take charge. If you are either throwing in way too many double faults or your second serve just sitting up, then this is a free course. Just want to give it to you. All you got to do is go over to webtennis.com, drop in your first name and email address, and you will get access to that course. Guys, if you're into doubles strategy, would love for you to hit that like button wherever you are. If you're over on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and hit the like button. And look, if you're on YouTube and you're into technique, tactics, strategy, the mental part of the game, the physical part of the game, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that you get notified every time I upload a new video over at YouTube. So guys, let's go ahead and get into today's episode of 7 Around 7. And let me see if I can actually find it. It is right here. Okay, here we go. So make sure we got that up there for you. Yeah, we do. Okay, good. All right, yours truly with the serve. Lenny Wofford is my doubles partner in this particular point. And what we're going to see is what's the right shot, right? So lots of times, and look, this is obviously an unplanned poach by Len, which I have no problem with, right? So when I come out of this and he's just made up his mind, I'm assuming, well, you know what? It must have been a planned poach, because I come out of this and I stop here in case I've got a cover over here. Well, it looks to me as if now I better back up Lenny, because he's not going to get to this, right? And so here we are, right about here. So one of the things that we've talked about recently, especially in singles, is how do you take time away from your opponent, right? Well, you step in earlier in singles, you serve, and the old thing is serve and stay back. Well, you serve and actually stay forward, which is my term. Maybe it's not serve and volley, but you end up in here. So any return that comes back, especially if you serve them out wide, you can take time away. Well, look, the opposite works too. When both of you are out of position here in doubles, you've got to be thinking, all right, I don't want to take time away from myself and our team. I actually want to buy some time to be able to help us try to get somewhat reorganized here, at least cover more than just this left side alley, right? Lenny and I have got the left side alley definitely covered, but that's about it. So what do you think is the right shot? Obviously, the right shot is to buy some time, which would be a lob. In this case, would be a really high lob. And I would go back cross court with it, because if you go over here with it and it's short, then it's just an easy overhead into this, this kind of angle here. But if you lob deep over to this part of the court here, well, what do you get? Well, you get, even if he hits an overhead from deep in here, he's still got to go more at this angle rather than this player going at that angle and kind of taking you off the court. So I don't choose that shot. I choose to slice it back cross court. I have no idea why. And Al goes over there and just does what he should do, which is go, all right, well, I'm just going to bump it up the line and get in. And what happens is there's just no way. There's no way. So look, think about this point in terms of when you and your partner get out of position. Just think about lobbing. I know a lot of players want to think, well, I can ding it up the middle. Obviously, I'm not going up the line, but I can ding it up the middle. I can rip it over here. Maybe you could play a little dropper in here. But, man, the geometry is it's such a long shot that you've got to play the dropper from back in here. It's not going to work. Just not going to work. And I don't even go with a dropper. I just kind of go with a slice thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, right? And there it is. So I'm going to play this point in real time for you, and then we'll come back and chat a little bit more about it. And again, this was a planned poach because of where I stopped. And, you know, everyone's going to say, well, why didn't you cross over? Well, you know what? I kind of hedge my bet sometimes on this. You know, since it was a planned poach, why didn't I serve and immediately move over? And my thinking is there are times when I've got to cover both this situation and if Al had taken this up the line, all right, I feel like I can scoot over there and at least from here maybe lob, right? So anyway, that's what I must have been thinking, and that's what I'm going with. All right, guys, look, would love to read your thoughts, your questions, your comments, your remarks, your criticism about my shot choice. Down below in the comments area, I'd love to read it, and I promise to respond as always. Where are we? See, we're at 7 minutes and just about 30 seconds right now. Excellent. Guys, hope this has helped. And again, do want to read your comments, your questions down below. And a quick reminder, I do have that 20-minute topspin second serve course for you. The link to pick it up is in the description area down below. And Owen's going with the cross-court topspin drive into the alley winner. Just kidding. I know, not helpful. It's all right. You know, don't put those thoughts in your brain, even though I've seen you ding that thing maybe once out of, you know, X number of times that will keep you coming back to it. Anyway, today's episode was What's the Wrong Shot? And it's all about buying yourself time when both you and your partner are out of position. What else? Guys, if you love today's video, would really appreciate a like over at Facebook or YouTube. That would be cool. And again, over at YouTube, if you're into technique and the tactics, mental, physical, the part of the game, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can also hit the notification bell, which you can choose. Just choose all. So every time I upload something to YouTube, you'll get notified. All right, guys. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining me today. Really appreciate that. That said, guys, it's time. Man, got to get out there, help someone else have a spectacular day. Guys, I'll see you again tomorrow.